yeah, looks like we're choosing this lineup. We've got coup de grace, Boone, Sizz versus Loose, Dia, and Mamoru. And here we go. Let's do this. Okay, we got coup de grace on the recon. We got Boone on assault, question mark. Sizz on support. Wow, okay, Loose on assault, Dia, recon, and Mamoru as support as expected. Mosok Gaming here for Sizz. Where do the peoples go? We've got a close mid ghost here on dump truck.
Yeah, Deer's kind of pushed
Caught.
on it.
Yeah. Tweed taking that early map control here. Sizz in the midpoint location, taking early chip damage, maybe out of position here, but could go for a flank. DuctTales well and truly stacked here, coming up towards. Sizz gets one hit. Loose gets another. Here comes a grenade. Gets pushed by Cootie. Oh, the trade out by Mamoru.
Destroys Cootie there, but Sizz knows. But they got this Mosok. Not ideal.
Yeah. Thing is, Mosok doing... Mosok can actually do really good damage here. Mosok could win out this. It's just a matter of who loses patience first. Like, if Sizz steps forwards, they've got the risk of, like, dropping, making sound, stepping on the ladder, making sound, picking up a weapon, making sound, and breaking the window, making sound. And Mamoru uses that as an opportunity to step forwards here, going up to get the exit, get the angle on the ghost, watching the ladder. Sizz is going to see it. Bang, 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 bang.
Oh, just sees the feed.
One to Equinox.
Yeah, that Mosok pick paying through. Was able to get 2 there.
Mosok actually quite good on this map because Mosok suffers, like unsilenced Mosok suffers from range, but scrap metal, you're not really going to have that issue. Mamoru's sticking with the super, going for the super trade onto Deer. We've got same lineup here for Tweed, same weapons as well. So very much just the same round again, but flip on the spawn. And we got a dumpster blast. Immediate engagement there from Loose. Early aggression there. Takes some damage for it, but gets a pick. Deer coming up here on the super.
Spot Sizz.
Gets it. It's just down to Cootie with a recon.
Oh, double headshots from Deer there.
That's the sort of aggression that you should expect from Deer. That early round weapon trades, early round picks, and I'm expecting that again. Yep, there's the weapon trade once again. Do Equinox change it up? No, they don't. They stick with the same weapons, but do they change up their positioning? Let's see. You got to expect that recon now. Where's Cootie going? Okay, so it's a midpoint ghost. Again, Deer just boom, boom. Takes out the assault. Yeah, pushing through the spawn. Gonna get a flank here on the support. Bang, bang, bang. Dies to Cootie. Sizz goes down. Loose gets a double.
Loose gets both. That was good.
Information and communication there coming out on top for DuctTales. So that practice is showing. They've been scrimming a fair amount. You can tell that the cohesion is there. Again, another weapon trade, potentially. But Dia is actually considering the JT, I can see. There's the JT. There's the weapon trade. Weapon trade here for Tweed. MX onto Boone. Boone on the assault. Ghost is mid. Boone taking an early position here on table. But Dia is engaging. Gets caught out by Cootie. Cootie on the recon. Good switch there. But Cootie's going to run into a support here, potentially. But Loose is there. Loose is there to double stack. Yeah. Pushing into a double stack like that with a super. If you can't land your first shot, it's over. But Boone has an MX. Boone has an MX, and Boone has Sizz as well, watching table with ZRS. So if there's an engage here on ladder,
Sizz runs out of ammo.
Mamoru pushing in. Oh, the headshot. Boone is fresh. Boone is fresh with an MX. Boone could easily close this out. Boone just needs to find an angle here. Get a forward position, get an angle to cover that ghost. Try and stop the split push that could potentially happen. Mamoru's going to go for computers here. I think Boone could potentially see Mamoru on computers. No, Mamoru backs off. That's smart. Loose, however, walking over 2 stairs next to dumpster here, holding a midpoint angle. Boone very much slowing it down, taking it down to the last 20 seconds of the round. I don't think either team is going to go for the ghost. Oh no, Mamoru is going for the ghost. Gives away the position, goes for the ladder. Ooh, there's a pickup. That's going to be, I think, Boone is going to back off. Okay. So Boone expects the overtime to be used here. Maybe going to try and drag Loose in and go for a pick. Gets the ghost, but that's 8 seconds. That's going to be a tie potentially. Holding up on Toxic here. Yeah, that's a tie. So it's still in the favour of DuctTales there, but it does stop DuctTales from and it also gets Boone some XP. Doesn't get them a corporal yet. They do have double corporal, however. Cootie and Sis both on corporal right now. ZRC for Boone? Question mark. So that's another weapon trade, maybe. Yeah, I'm seeing the weapon trade here. MX onto Deer. So now DuctTales using their triple corporal advantage. I'm seeing the Jade onto Mamoru, the MX onto Deer. So let's see what Deer does.
Oh my gosh, Deer's in.
Yeah, gets one, could get a second. That's the second, could get a third. There's the third, very quick round, very good ace. You've got to expect it. You've got to expect it. Deer loves the weapon trades. Deer loves the aggression.
They all want that garbage side and never check that ticket alley or hallway.
Yep. There's another weapon trade as well. I'm not seeing any weapon trades here from TWEED. Cootie onto the support, however, utilising the MX. Here comes Deep, right forwards on a dumpster. Gets control of the ghost. Mamoru backing them up. Early little bit of damage on Cootie, but it gets the trade out. 66 onto Loose. Here comes Ned. It's a smoke. There's a dead back out. Second smoke. Loose is pushing. Look at Loose. Look at Loose. Look at this angle. Watching Toxic.
Oh yeah, that little.
Yeah, might find Cootie here. If Cootie's not careful. Smart smoke there. Stops the angle. But Deer is pushing over the bridge. Finds the angle on table. Doesn't get any damage though. Does get the call out. Gets the information. Jade firing back and forth here from Sis. Oh, what a nade. It's down to Cootie. Cootie with an MX and 51 HP. Sat in a corner here. Gonna get pincered. 100%. That is a pincer.
The pickup goes. Push.
Yeah, but Cootie's got half a mag. He's got half a mag. Yeah. Half a mag, and Loose has bunny hops. Loose very confident here with the aggression.
Yeah, DuctTales starting to pull away.
Yeah, 4-1 on map 1 here. DuctTales showing that they're very confident on the TDM map. That's an unfortunate weapon placement there for the weapon trade for DuctTales. The weapon has been thrown behind the bunker. Mamoru going to need a minute to pick that up, gets it, but Dia's pushing straight through Skybridge, or stairs rather. Does not find anyone, but is again in Tweed's half of, no, Equinox's, Tweed's half of the map rather. Getting confused by tags here. Cootie holding an early angle with an MX. Sis does get called out on computers there, but good positions on ladder. Dia does get the flank, but does not land. Ooh. Cootie very weak from that actually. 27 HP. Dia very smart to back off there, just get the damage. Cootie engages. Gets killed by Sizz, but Loose, meanwhile, finds Boone. Both Sizz and Boone very weak here.
Sis got Memorial kind of off guard, but wasn't able to get the kill.
Sizz and Cootie, my apologies. Loose is pushing up though. Here comes Loose with the aggression through mid. Cootie needs to be very careful here because Loose has an angle. Loose backs off. Gets smoked. But the smoke benefits Mamoru. Mamoru with 8 HP. Mamoru could very get picked off. Yep, there it is. Loose is on dump truck. Does Cootie? No. Cootie's over here. Nice. Well played.
Nice clutch there from Cootie.
Yeah. Cootie showing that veterancy there. Even though they might not have map experience, they know how to do 1v1s. Know how to listen, they know how to triangulate. Zero in on their enemies. Once again, MX trade here onto Deer. Deer very much dictating the early pace of these rounds. Pushing through dumpster. Gets that dumpster angle, but Ghost is on dump truck. Meanwhile, Tweed very much bunkered up around Table and Toxic. Gets that early. Oh, here comes an aid from. No, Loose. Loose is looking for the lineup. Grenade. Oh, Cootie finds Deer. Cootie finds Deer, gets a smoke down, locks down Table. 45 HP for Cootie here. Meanwhile, we're looking at Loose here, is just around the corner from Geisha and Toxic. Meanwhile, Tweed bunkered up around Table. Sizz is looking to get that MX. Good. Reload. You're not reloading, Sizz. Okay. Mamoru pushed up here. Gets a little bit of friendly fire from Loose. That's going to give them away. That allows Cootie to reposition. Boone is going to see them. Boone potentially going to run into Loose here. Cootie double smoke on Skybridge and ladder. Mamoru with her own smoke here at the bottom of ladder. Grenade does not find a ring. Here comes a chip damage. Cootie finds Mamoru. It's down Loose. Loose finds one. Loose could easily get a second. Loose gets a second.
Oh my!
It's a third. Good ace. It is series of 1v1s. If you do not correctly time your push, that's what it turns into. A series of 1v1s. And it's super easy to win. Especially when you got an MX and a ton of HP. So this is what Tweed need to identify, is that if they're going to do split pushes like that, the engagements need to be simultaneous. 5-2.
Yeah, because experienced players, they kill one and then they look at the any other angle and you just expect a player to be there, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. And here comes Deer. Oh, gets shut down by the double push there. Watching the mid, they knew that Deer was coming. They know that Deer goes to these early pushes, and they identified correctly the routing that Deer is using. So now it's down to Loose and Mamoru. Loose is taking very backwards angle, and Mamoru going for the engagement, finds Sizz. Here comes the Kyler.
Oh,
there's the Kyler. Loose, however, gets caught out by Cootie. Loose very low here. Boone is on the hunt. Boone can find Mamoru. If Mamoru does not find him first. Here it goes. There's Boone. Holding the angle. Gets the headshot. Much needed kill there. But we've just seen Loose clutch it out. Loose can do it again. 55 seconds. Plenty of time. Good angle as well. Good angle, good hold. Very defensible position. Just need to make sure that they do not get flanked. But those weapon trades are going to give them away. And that window break is definitely going to give them away, as we see Loose finding Cootie because of the window break. Reposition as well prevents Boone from getting the trade. We have ourselves another 1v1 situation, 20 seconds to go. What do you do if you're Boone right now? You do not jump on any railings because that'll give you away. You slow walk yourself through. You know Luce's HP. You know you need 2 shots. Or 1 headshot.
It's gonna be a tie.
Boone does get some XP from that. 1 step closer to Sergeant. 5-2, so 5-2. 1 step closer to match point. Round 10. Very quick map. This is scrap metal. This is what we expect. Do we see a weapon trade here for DuctTales? I don't see it. No. We see Dia's going to go for det pack, early det pack. Do we see any weapon trades here from TWEED? No, we don't. Forward det pack onto dumpster. We know Ghost, however, is in mid. TWEED bunkered up around Toxic and Table once again, but Luce has an angle here from Skybridge. Mamoru bunkering up on, watching that mid-early angle. Luce finding Sizz, takes him down forward. Trades out for Cootie immediately. Boone gets 1, but there's a second. There's a second right below you. It's a slow walking support with an MX. And that MX is going to find you. Boone has the angle. But I think Mamoru knows he's... No, Mamoru does not know he's there. Let's see what decision making Mamoru has. She avoids the weapon pickup. She goes for ghost control. Yep, she's got the ghost control. She's sat in mid. Boone is gonna lose patience. Potentially, Boone is gonna look for Skybridge.
Yeah, DuctTales is up 3
goes.
rounds, so they can just sit.
If Boone breaks the glass, it's a kill for Mamoru. If Boone touches the ladder, it's a kill for Mamoru. If Mamoru loses patience and peeks, it's a kill for Boone. There's a window break. There it is.
Exactly how you said it would play out.
Okay, so we've got Lieutenant here for Luce. Does Luce go for AA and go for the weapon trade towards the recon? Yes. Okay, so here comes Dia. Dia's got an AA. If you're TWEED, you're expecting this. You expect this. It's going to be through Skybridge stairs. Yeah, here it comes. Yep. They expect it, which is why they're holding early angles. What a nade. What a nade from Cody. What a nade. But there is the air. The weapon pickup killed Dia. Should have stuck with the air. You would have won the fight if you had the air.
Oh, we dropped it? I wasn't watching.
Yep. Dropped it to pick up MX, I believe.
It's an odd choice.
Reliable. High damage with headshot. So we see Luce sticking with the MX this time. No weapon trade. DuctTales looking to facilitate the win here. No more memes, but we see a det pack from Sizz. Cody with the Assault MX. That's a good det pack placement, that actually. But we see Deer on dump truck. So the moment DuctTales get a pick elsewhere on the map, Deer pounces.
I don't know about Cootie's spot here. This is a weird...
Yeah, it is a weird spot. Because if he gets pushed from Geisha, it's over. And we see Loose as well has got an awkward angle on the horseshoe. Backed up by Mamoru at red. Sis is ready for it though. If they show themselves around that corner, it's a dead pack immediately. But Deer has a dead pack of their own. I think Deer's just waiting for it. I think Deer just expects it. I wondered where Deer's dead pack is. Sis doesn't need to sit here and look at this angle. Sis can just sit around a corner and listen. Sis has an MX.
Deer has
Sis
a dead
is
on the
losing
flank,
patient.
just in case, but...
There's the shots. Shots go out. Lewis has the information. There goes one dead pack. There goes a pick. The dead pack is still... ZRC wins. There's the pincer. Like I said, the moment the pick comes out, Deer goes for the flank.
Yeah, I think picking up the ghost there was ill-advised. You got the info, you know that there's someone on that angle holding the cap, of course.
Yep. And we see round 13, match point. Do we see any weapon trades? No, we don't. Double MX ZRC for DuctTales. Double MX ZRC for Tweed. Det pack here from Sis going out onto ladder. On the ghost. Directly on the ghost. Meanwhile, DuctTales stacked up here on Toxic. Weapon penetration not finding the value that they were looking for. A little bit of damage here on Boone. Please the support, you can take it. Nifty little nade there, but here comes Dead on. Here comes Dead on the flank. Gets rid of that. But now DuctTales pushing up towards Ghost. Pushing up towards ladder. Starting Cooley on his own. Boone not quite in a position to help here. Boone needs to watch computers, is not watching. Could gets picked off on his own. And now DuctTales can just push through, take map control. Don't need to worry about the dead pack. The recon is dead. If Boone makes any noise, it's over. Mamoru picks up the ghost, gets a call out. Beep beep. Doesn't. I don't think. Yeah, no, there's the call out. Here comes Loose. Loose is going for the flank.
Only got
Here
a
comes
nade.
a nade. Doesn't need it.
The Kyla.
GG. That's map 1. Goes to DuctTales.
I think that could have been a closer match, just a few mistakes from Tweed there. What's the difference?
Yeah, that is DuctTales map pick is next on Tetsu.